Hello. Okay, hi Bella Ricci. They knew they shut down my stream. You're alone here. Will you get the other guys and tell them I'm here because they shut down my other stream? Bella Ricci, will you quickly jump to the other stream and tell the people that are waiting because they knew I was gonna, because I announced it all day. So fucking they shut the stream down as I was streaming. So if you don't mind, will you get them and then come back? Haley, I can see you, Bella Ricci. I'm just saying, will you get the guys from the other stream that were waiting? Because Missing Link and Static Void were both in, and somebody else was in the stream. See the one that has the picture about the what I was going to talk about. They shut it down. I'm being serious. They knew. They knew. They knew. That's why I said jump over here, like because I'm talking about the royal family and Zionism and everything. But because I'd announced it, I was in the middle and they fucking shut it down. Hi, Scotty. Hi. Basically, I just got shut down by fucking. I can't believe this, and there's 3 other people waiting on the stream about my series that I'm gonna start about Jimmy Savile, that fucking paedophile raping me, the royal family, Tommy, because I had it all, and there's a picture of Trump, and they fucking shut me down. They shut me down. They shut me down. They knew. They shut it down. They shut it down. Yeah, 100%. That's fucked up. And Missing Link and Static Void are in the other one waiting. But I mean, hopefully they'll eventually come over and see. So I'm gonna have to start again. Did you tell them thank you, Bella Ricci? I can't believe they knew. They knew. Right. That okay. Fuck it. Right. I'll need to start again. So basically, what I'd started with was the reason I had Tommy Robertson in was, right. Tommy Robertson's meant to be this fucking British patriot, blah blah blah, and the I've been going on for fucking the past couple of years, going down to rallies telling people he's a Zionist shill, blah 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 blah. He's pushing the Zionist agenda. He's not a patriot. Fuck this. Blah blah blah. I can't believe that. I can't believe they shut me down. But anyway, the good what he's been going on about. He's made this new film. His last film was The Rape of Britain. Now, what you need to remember is his followers aren't bad people. I've met them. They're actual people that are suffering and shit like that, right? So his followers now though, like, so they're donating all this money to him blindly. I've met a lot of them. Half of them actually know and are like very J-woke, and they'll be like, oh no, we know he's funded by sup pal. I just got shut down by them. That's why I said quickly jump over here. They fucking knew because I'm talking about the royal family and everything, and I'm in the UK. Boom, shut down Jimmy Savile. Because I'm talking about the royal family's connections, I put up a picture. They shut me fucking down. So like anyway, I was like I said, I'm doing a full series on it, and I shouldn't have announced it the way I did with the picture of Trump and everything, because I'd got like 10 minutes in and they fucking shut me down. Fucking cunts. But anyway, so back to the start. So Tommy Robertson, just a quick bit about Tommy Robertson because he's got a little bit to do about it with it, right? Not the whole Jimmy Savile shit, but just a little bit about how I get into the BBC and then how Jimmy Savile came into power, blah blah blah. Anyway, yeah, it's not just that he is 100% a Zionist. I have proof. You can go to the Enigma report. You can look down on my homepage, scroll down to Tommy Robertson as a Zionist shill. He's wearing a Mossad hat. He's funded by rebel media, who are, yes, they're all Jews. Not only that, they're Zionists. He's High Irrational Times. I was just shut down by the British media because I'm talking about the royal family and the Jews, but it wasn't just because of the Jews. Clearly it was the royal family or something else, or Trump and everything. Just because there was a picture of Trump, I think, I don't know, in the royal family. I fuck knows, but they shut me down because I was talking about Jimmy Savile, because that was a paedophile ring. But anyway, so basically, the thing I was going to talk about is Tommy Robertson's latest new film when he comes out of prison is about a Jew from Israel. which has nothing to do with anyone in Britain or anyone getting raped in Britain. So there's a lot of people now who are like remembering this crazy Scot that's been to protest, that have shouted shit for years, and they're making videos saying like, why is he spending money on this? Of course he's controlled opposition, 100%. I've met the motherfucker. Please believe me, I've got the black eye to prove it. Fuck the royal family there, I said it. No, fuck that the royal family have fucked enough children, please believe me, so you can say it. Fuck the royal family. No shit, Sherlock. No, I know. I mean, they killed Diana. I remember that as a child. But anyway, I mean, they knighted this motherfucker. Seriously, if you can't tell me you don't know that's a paedophile, and look, he's been knighted. Look at that. Are you telling me you don't know that's a paedophile, and you're gonna give him a knighthood? He was supplying the royal family with fucking. There's pictures of him with the fucking prince. With the fucking prince. Do you know what I mean? And look at that motherfucker. And the BBC covered it up. They waited. They gave him the biggest fucking funeral. They done all this shit. They waited till he was dead. And fucking they just done the most disgusting things, like. And then finally, months later, they were like, oh, actually, all this stuff came out. Now, so it started off. I mean, seriously, I mean, how could you not know that's? Come on, why did he get knighted? Yeah, well, he was. It turns. Oh, and so for years I was trying to find out, well, who in the royal family could it be? Do you know what I mean? And then, it turns out, obviously, Prince Andrew. You know, with Jeffrey Epstein and all this. Monk used to have that same look in his eyes. Well, it's the pedo look. I'm not being funny. Just look at that look. I mean, I'm not being funny. Do you know what's really sick though? Look at that motherfucker. And no, but I'm not being funny. See, when I first did a deep dive on this, I had to stop because I honestly nearly had post-traumatic stress. I was getting nightmares. You don't understand. He had people killed. He fucked dead bodies. He fucked his own mother's dead body. This is all facts now. I am not talking like Alex Jones. He literally had the keys to Dartmouth, which is it's a criminally insane hospital. He had the keys. He had a place set up. He would fuck the crazy people. He fucked people in comas. It came out because he was a marathon runner. That's why he was knighted. They said because he did donate a lot of money to charity because he was a pedo, and it was to cover his crimes. He was disgusted. He's insane. Yeah, of course. Why would you? They gave him a children's program, and he was known. He was a bouncer, okay, he spoke the working class. He was very working class. He came from a poor area. He was a bouncer. He used to beat and hurt young children and threaten the police, and the police came out. I mean, I've done so many deep dives on this motherfucker for years. He threatened the police and would say to them, one of the policemen said that he turned around and said to them, the police went and said, look, we've had a report that you have beaten up a 15-year-old boy. And he says he turned around and he said, or beaten up a young boy or something. And Jimmy Savile turned around to the policeman and because the policeman he was on camera saying it, I got it on video. He turned around and said, Jimmy Savile says to him, I know your daughter. Your daughter's 13, sorry. She comes in here with her pals. You wouldn't want any of the boys to get rough with her, would you? Or maybe some of the men. Basically threatening to get the daughter raped if the policeman didn't get to fuck. And back then, the policemen were like, right, okay, so the policeman says he was like intimidated and fucked off. They gave that motherfucker a job in the BBC. Zionists. Those Zionist motherfuckers gave him a job, a children's job called over 500 children. And then it come first. I mean, they've slowly released. First it was up to 100 women. Then it was 500 children, and then it was this, and then they're trying to say he never had a handsome looking face. Blah blah. With all this, but anyway, I mean the close links. Just quickly, the close links between the royal family. I mean, look at this with the prince. He couldn't get. Well, that's it. Well, you don't. And also, what he done, KBG. What he really done that was really sick was there was girls in children's homes that are now women that spoke out now, because they were too scared because the police would threaten them and things like that. And they said it was young girls and young boys. He picked on people that nobody would believe, mentally handicapped people, people that had something to lose, or children's homes people, and people in children's homes. And the girls and boys all said, they said they knew when Jimmy came with that he would always bring like some politician or some rich person. And they said they knew when he came, if he asked to go out in the boat, never go out in the boat, because anyone that went out in the boat never came home, meaning they were killed. They were killed, 100%. And people from the children's home admitted they could not account for all the children. They would just disappear. Children just disappear. In the UK, that's normal. They just go out and disappear, you know. Disappear. How you doing, Joff Nuts? Yeah. I got shut down, by the way, because of the royal parasites. But look at this, look at this. They shut down my last stream because I shouldn't have advertised it so much. But I mean, look at him. How can you not know that motherfucker's a paedophile? Look at him right beside. That's going to be our next king if he doesn't die soon. But look at that pedo motherfucker. That was before he died. But yeah, and they gave him this beautiful funeral. They finally did they tore down his thing, but his grave, because it turns out he was killing children. He had the keys to Dartmouth, so he was fucking, I swear, he actually had wings on hospitals. You can Google all this yourself. Not Google, sorry, DuckDuckGo. He had wings to hospitals because he donated all this money. And the royal family donated things to him, gave him presents because he was giving them children. And basically, what he done, one of the stories that really gave me nightmares, like I had to listen to a woman talk about this. She was a young girl at the time, I think she was 13 or 14, and she'd fell into, it was like one of the old fireplaces, and burnt both her hands. She was lying in the hospital wing in a separate room. Yeah, he really did. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, with his. I'll tell you about the mother. Don't worry, I'll get to the mother. So she was lying in the hospital like this, right, in a separate room, and she says she just saw this man running from the distance, like getting closer and closer to the window. And then she says it was like a dream because she was in this room alone, and she was in so she was like, her arms were tied up, like bandaged and tied up like this, and she was in this separate room, and there was no nurses in sight, and she just saw this freak running and getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer, running to her room, wearing like fucking spandex. And then he climbed through the fucking window and fucking got on top of her, and she says she started screaming. He's put his hand over her face, stuck his tongue down her throat, and then started going, "You've been a naughty girl, you've been a naughty girl, you've been a naughty girl," over and over and over again. Then he started saying things that at the time she said she was too young to understand because she freaked out. She thought, how does he know that? He started saying, "I know you've done naughty things with your boyfriend. You had a miscarriage like it was a few months, like 9 months before this." He'd obviously, because he owned a wing. Hiya Evelyn, hi, sorry. Float like Pat. Oh, he's disgusting. He was just disgusting. He was the most kiddie fiddling pedo ever. Like, what he done to that, like the girl, and every person. The fucked up thing is when you go into all the separate stories, they all said he would stick his big disgusting tongue down their throats, and he would like make them do shit to them, and like he gave them to like different people, young boys and girls. He only liked kids. He never had a girlfriend. He done it out in the open. Everybody knew. The BBC, 100%. Yeah, the mother, right? Okay, right. The mother story is amazing. So wait to hear the mother story. You need to hear this, right? He used to call his dear. You need to see the pictures as well. He adored his mother. He had a crazy relationship with his mother. I've deep dived into all of it. I'm gonna do a series on it because I get too excited and I talk really fast. But basically, he had this big fucking weird relationship with his mother, right? Like all fucking pedos do. I don't know why, but anyway. Long story short, he was a Catholic. They were Catholics. He managed to persuade, for some reason, he called his mother the Duchess. he said the Duchess, because again he was very working class, so he had an accent like me but from Leeds. So again, Leeds, great people, him not so much. He was an embarrassment to Leeds, but yeah, he fucked off from there anyway because he was down in the BBC. But like I was saying, so he would call his mother the Duchess. And what he done after his mother died, like, even there's pictures of him and his mother, I'm gonna find them now. Him lying half naked, wearing a leopard skin fucking crazy thing, and it's, oh, watch that, thank you Scottish Satire, wearing like a leopard skin fucking, I don't know how to describe it, what are those called, you know those like wearing a leopard skin fucking thing, and he's lying like that, like this, like at his mother's feet, like it's fucking creepy as fuck. Like I'll show you. Wait. Anyway, so after his mother dies, the Duchess, which she had again a very very creepy relationship with. I don't know if she abused him or what the fuck went on there. I really don't. But it was a fucked up relationship. It was really fucked up. But he adored her. But when she died, he managed to convince the coroner, because they were Catholic, to keep the body at his house. Now this is what I mean by it was an open secret. On the BBC, he sat on the BBC on the casting couch on live TV and made a joke saying, "Oh, I had an amazing time with my mother, week with my mother. I slept in the same bed with her. I dressed her every day." Now, this is as she's dead, remember. He talked about he would dress her, he would do this to her, he would do that to her. And he said, "Oh, it's amazing because she's not been able to talk back." And he would make these really inappropriate jokes. He done this throughout his career, by the way. Now remember, he's a kids presenter, and he made these very fucked up jokes, and like he was so out. It was like the way Michael Jackson would grab his dick, and people would say he was a paedophile or whatever. Like, things are so out in the open. Jimmy Savile takes this to a whole different level. I mean, look at the motherfucker first of all, and then second of all, he would say the most crazy benign shit. You'd be like, what the fuck? Everybody knew he was a paedophile, and if you didn't know he was a paedophile, you'd have to be retarded. And I mean, they just covered it up, and they knighted him, and they fucking made him untouchable to the point where even the police said our hands were tied at the bottom. It was so fucked up. Yeah, Louis Theroux. But do you know what pisses me off, Bella Ricci? Louis Theroux met Jimmy Savile, done a documentary, said, then done another documentary because everyone like was slating him, saying how could you not know, blah blah blah, before he died. And then he done another documentary saying that he had found this extra footage and how could he not have seen, blah blah blah. And I'm not being funny. When you are you make a documentary, yeah, you look at the footage within maybe a week tops after it, yeah? You do not wait for fucking 7 to 9 to nearly a year after it to then say, oh, it was like we lost it and then found it and then realised that we found this and we heard them saying some bad stuff and then they showed the footage. So fucking I'm sorry to say, but fucking Louis Theroux knew. The BBC all knew. They all knew. Because Louis Theroux, remember he was in the KKK, the neo-Nazi place, and he was like, they were asking him if he was a Jew, and he was like, oh no, I'm not a Jew, but my his cameraman was a Jew, he said. But he didn't say that to them because he was terrified. But he's a Zionist. So they're all either Zionists or Jews, the BBC, 100%. Double Romans for the race. Mel Gibson's in the house. For the race, dude, for the race. Yeah, Louis was told to turn him blind. And that's why he was so guilty, Bellerucci. See, when he made his documentary, that's why he was riddled with guilt. See, in the second documentary, and see when he had to look that victim in the eye, and she said, she turned around and she basically said to him, she was explaining what he'd done to her, and he had to look her in the eye, and he couldn't look her in the eye. And I was like, he fucking knew. He knew. He fucking knew. Thoughts there. What's going on here? Well, I got shut down on my other channel, my other stream, because I shouldn't have advertised. It was my own fucking stupid fault. But because I'm talking about the royal family and Zionism in the BBC, I was just exposing the gym. Like, it's been exposed anyway. I was just talking about the links between Jimmy Savile and the royal family, and now the Epstein's cases came out, Prince Andrew and things like that. And because I had a picture of Trump and Zionism and the royal family and all the wrong words probably, my stream was up for like 2 minutes and then boom, shut down. I was like, what the fuck? Like, they knew. That's why I was like, jump over here quick. Like, because I do not know how the fuck they fucking... again, my own fault for fucking... the elite, I'm not being... It's just, I'm literally speechless because it's happening in America now that it's all coming out. Like, you guys with Epstein, there's all these pedo rings, like, blah, blah, blah. But it's, again, the UK, we are, like, just a few years ahead of you. We're literally, if you want to see your future, look 5 years ahead of you, because Jimmy Savile is your future. It's came true with the paedophile ring. It's always the elite paedophiles. Why do they always have to be Zionists? Why is it always rich pedo Jews? Jimmy Savile, the royal family, the fucking royal family, they are disgusting pedo scum. They need to be... I mean, I know David Icke calls them lizard people. I don't know if they're lizards. I don't know if I believe in lizard people. Like, I mean, clearly, I don't even know what the fuck to believe. But they are pedo scum. They're disgusting. They knighted that motherfucker. Like I said, do you need to see his face one more time? You've all seen that face. If everybody knew he was a pedo. Everybody. And he was fucking, not only, like, given to the highest people... his mother, he fucked his dead mother. There's stories about that. Like, I mean, there's no confirmation, but the fact that he actually was going into hospitals and there was confirmation that he was fucking corpses, and he would spend a lot of time in the morgue. People came out with that, and then it all came out as well. Like I said, when I first done his deep dive, I had to actually stop for a while because I was getting nightmares because it was really fucking disgusting. And I'm being serious. Like, see, listening to the interviews and the fact that he was fucking dead bodies and people in comas and raping young girls and young boys and giving, you know, as they say, like, jet protection, procuring them for rich people, the royal family and this and that. No, it's called child trafficking, you motherfucking sick fucks. Wait, Dove, I know, what have I missed? Oh, just talking about, basically, I got shut down on my last stream. Again, my own fault, because I've been talking about, I'd mentioned the royal family, I'd mentioned there was a picture of Trump, I'd said Zio, Shill, Tommy Robertson, I'd said all the right keywords to get me, boom, stream shut down. So that's why I quickly made this one and says quick jump over here. So I've just been talking about Jimmy Savile, his rise, how the fact he was a nobody, he was working class from Leeds, he was a bouncer, he was known as violent, never had a girlfriend in his life until he was an old man. I mean, again, I'm sorry, just one more time. You look at that guy, you tell me, why would you give him a child's programme, and how could you not know he was a paedophile? Why would the Jews cover up for him for years? Look at that. Tell me you don't know that's a paedophile. I know it's funny, but look at him even when he was young. That gave me nightmares. That really did. He fucked dead bodies. He fucked his dead mother. He was knighted by the royal family. How can you not know he's a paedophile? Look at the motherfucker. Look at that thing. Ugh. Oh, it really gave me nightmares. Did the Queen send me? I don't know if it was the Queen, but I'm in the UK, so it was somebody. Somebody, I don't know if it was the royal family. I had a picture. You saw the picture I had up. It was Trump and somebody, and then it was a Zionist kind of picture or something. No, it was Jesus and then kicking Trump. So it was Jesus and Trump. So it was Christian and then Trump. And then I look at his face. I know, no, I'm like, look at that face. Look at that face. No, exactly. No, but he had a children's program. He had an actual, and it was called Jim Will Fix It. And of course, for charity, he would always. What would happen was children would write in with their wish, and their wish would always be to meet Jimmy. Of course, that's what he said. And he would take them out in his car, like a big expensive car, and he would sodomize them as a nice little present. You know, oh here, I'm gonna rape you as a present. He raped over 500 girls. This is and boys. Sorry, they're saying over 500, but I know it's more because this is what the BBC are saying, the ones that covered it up. And alone in the time he worked there, he raped them on the premises. And what he would do was he chose people from low social economic areas, poor people. He basically people that, you know, that he picked his victims. He was very clever that way. He was a predator. He was a paedophile. These cunts they're not stupid. Do you know what I mean? They know how to. And plus the fact is he had shit on people because he was giving children he ran children whorehouses. It was disgusting. Beware of. That's the shapeshifter. Yeah, no, exactly. How you doing, Peppy Pepper? How you doing? Don't get invited. Exactly. Working class people do not. The elite, the ruling class, laugh at the working class. They literally, look at, I'm a janitor. Ha ha ha. Look at me. I'm a taxi driver. Ha ha. They laugh at us. Seriously, they laugh at the working class. He's working class. He was. Thank God he's burning in hell. But he was a disgusting piece of shit, and he was a bouncer that owned pubs and bookies and was never rich, never from money, grew up in a council house with a single mother. He called the Duchess, had a thick Leeds accent, and do you know what I mean? You don't get knighted. Doesn't matter how much charity you do. You don't get pally with the prince. You don't get friends with all the people he got friends with unless you've got shit on them. Do you know what I mean? And he had shit on everybody. That's what he'd done because he was a predator, and predators know. He had basically, again, ran child sex rings. He had brothels with children in it. Yep, they said he was gay, exactly, to say why he never had a girlfriend. That's so true, Bella Ricci. They didn't allow him to live in children's homes. What they done was they basically allowed him to come and go as they pleased. They allowed, and the children, I've seen testimonies from girls, women now, and men that said whenever he would come to the home, they would basically say, okay, you need to go with Jimmy. And if Jimmy and whoever he was with, like a politician or a fucking whoever it was, they would just say some rich man, but they would describe it like they didn't know, or they would sometimes recognise him or whatever. But they said if he ever wanted to go out in the boat, they said they knew never to go in the boat because like 5 children went, like from, this is just one of the children's homes. Whenever somebody had went on the boat, 5 of them hadn't came back, and the way that the children's homes put it was, children go missing all the time. So like these children apparently just disappeared. They would go out with Jimmy Savile and just disappeared. He had the keys to a mental institute where he literally fucked. It was called, the crypt for the criminally insane. Because, I mean, who's going to believe someone that's not only insane, but criminally insane? And he had the keys, and I'm not being crazy, I'm being serious, he literally had the keys to an insane asylum, where he fucked people that were comatose, in comatose states. He fucked people in hospitals, in the morgue, dead bodies, because he owned hospital wards. He, like I said, he raped that girl in a ward. He could go through medical files. He would camp out. He would live in like hospital wings. He done the most disgusting shit. Show proof easily. If you don't believe me, show proof, BB. What do you mean, BB? Like, wait, was BB? What, do you not believe me? Like, seriously, right? Right, what do you want proof for if you don't believe me? This is all common knowledge. Thought Slayer. They might be on their way now. Bad attitude. Wait, this is nuts. Is there any proof of this? Of course there is. You just need to look it up. Don't expose them. Trust me, they've been exposed. This is all out there. It's on Google. You can look. Like, I'm not exposing anything. I'm just say they shut me down on the last stream because they hate the fact it's when you connect them to the royals, that's when they freak the fuck out and people disappear. And because I'd fucking stupidly pointed out, there's a picture of him though. There's a picture of them together. The Queen knighted him. I'm just saying the truth. But if you don't believe me, go to Google. Go and look. Use DuckDuckGo though, because I'm telling you, Google is biased as fuck. But look at images. Google the royal connection on DuckDuckGo. As I said again, look, Jimmy. Wait, 2 seconds. You don't believe me? 2 seconds. That thought. Even Google tell you. I know, thank you, Evelyn. It's in the papers and the news. I know, but the fact is it didn't come out for months. I mean, Thought Slayer clearly doesn't believe me, but Thought, please believe me, it's true. He had sex with his dead mother's body. There's no proof that he had sex with his dead mother's body, that's a fact. But he did say, the only proof that we've got is the fact that there was proof that he slept with dead bodies. Children went missing around him. There's proof that he had child sex rings, and everyone can back me up here. There's proof that he done really fucked up shit with the royal family, but they all deny that. But the only proof about his dead mother was the fact that he called her the Duchess. The creepy photo I'll show you, the creepy shit, and the fact that he kept her dead body in the house and made sick jokes about how he would dress her and how it was great how he could sleep beside her and she didn't kick and didn't make any noises, like live on TV. So he slept with her dead body for a week. But, so I'm meant to believe he fucked all these kids and everybody else, but he didn't fuck his dead mother. Okay, right. But but there's no proof you're right about that. Can Google be trusted though? I don't. That's why I don't use Google. It's DuckDuckGo. 100%. The BBC did not want this to come out. They would never have let this come out. Please believe me. They waited till his body was not only cold, it was rested. He got an amazing funeral. He was still knighted. He was like, he got this beautiful grave. It was months and months later when it all came out, and it first came out. It was like first they said it was. I mean, just look on YouTube, like, look into the Ninth Circle, if you don't believe me, just have a look, like, it's all over the news, it's literally all over the news, look, it started off, they were talking about, a few hundred, then they're talking about, look, the close links between Jimmy Savile and the royal family, abusing 500, up to 5, how BBC Star, and this is even the Washington Post, they had to admit it because that many people came finally forward after he died. Everybody was that scared because the BBC and the royal family and everybody threatened them. You fucking say anything, we will kill you. So the second that he died, everyone was like, okay, the victims had already tried to come forward several times. So many victims. Finally, they were like, okay, and then the BBC came forward and like, oh, we're gonna release it, like we're the heroes. No, you're the motherfuckers that covered it up, you evil fucks. What's it? The what? I don't know. Fuck off, Washington Post. I don't want to buy you. I need to buy the Washington Post. Thought is out there. Thought it is out there. I have proof. You can thought. You think I'm just I know you're called Thought Slayer and you obviously don't like me because I'm a female talking, right? But I'm telling you, it is a fact in the UK. Everybody knows this. Everybody. You just need to look. If you don't believe me, just go for 2 seconds, go look on DuckDuckGo, type in Jimmy Savile, type in sex abuse, type in paedophile ring. Type in royal family, type in politicians, type it into YouTube, just type it all in. Please, thank you, hear it from a man. There you go. Then you don't have to keep saying to me, proof, 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 proof. But it's fucked, isn't it? Seems a bit honky. Okay, right, so it makes sense that he fucked dead bodies, people, it makes sense that he fucked people in corpses, in mental hospitals, in comas, dead bodies in the morgue he spent time with, but it doesn't make sense that he fucked his mother. I'm finding that photo. I'm finding that photo. I know, thank you, Bellarucci. Well, he's fucking with you. I know he has to be. Oh, Thought Slayer, seriously. Do you know what? You're the one that's sounding crazy. Everybody knows about this. Wait a minute, right? Wait a minute. You have no idea how sick this motherfucker was. I'm telling you, he fucked his mother. He even joked about it on the TV. Jimmy Savile, mother. I'll show you motherfucking proof. I mean, I don't literally have a video of them fucking, but it's out there. Mum. Next. Let me fucking prove. I need proof. Like, okay. Right, wait, 2 seconds. Oh, he's so disgusting looking. Jimmy Savile's secret daughter, mum was abused, hot, sickening moment, groped, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, having sex with bodies and wheeling body. Oh, the wheeling bodies of a 4-year-old in a pram into a hospital mortuary. See what I mean? In the mortuary, he was given. Look, right. Jimmy Savile was given. He was having sex. This is disgusting. This is just another bit. Then I'll show you the mother bit. And I'm sorry, but if you believe, this is proof, right? That he liked to fuck dead bodies and children. So it's provable that he spent a week with his dead mother's corpse. So it's provable. I'm not going to waste time on it, like trying to prove it to you, but I will show you the picture. But right now, I'm just going to show people this. Right, wait, look. Jimmy Savile seen. Oh, sorry, it's backwards. Seen having sex with bodies and wheeling body out 4-year-old and pram into hospital mortuary. Like, he's seen. Like, you can actually see him. That's him. And then there, like that. I mean, again, tell me that motherfucker isn't a paedophile. Tell me that motherfucker. Well, it's probably he's a paedophile. We know that, but tell me he isn't a sick. That was the hospital, Stoke Manville Hospital. But that's him getting dressed after he'd rolled the 4-year-old back from the mortuary. That's him getting that's his face. See, as you can see, he's getting dressed again. And there's the so it says it was an open secret that Jimmy Savile, and you can go to again DuckDuckGo, type in Jimmy Savile mother, and it will come up. It says it was an open secret that Jimmy Savile abused patients at the Stokeville Mandeville Hospital, a report heard. Well, if it was a fucking open secret, then why did nobody tell anybody until months after he died? Because I tell you why, the royal family was involved. That is why, and so many higher ups. Who cut your stream? I have no a bad attitude. I have no idea. I know. Seriously, it's so. Just ignore him. Seriously. If it's widely known, why would they cut your stream? Uh, because the royal family part, that is shut down. That is not widely known. They did not. That is. There's only pictures and rumours. The royal family part is very. That is not something you want to touch because people are too still terrified of the royal family. Because people die, like Diana, Princess Diana, or anyone that talks about the royal family. It's kind of like the Clintons, but a lot closer because they're literally like a few hours away from me. It's not like in America where you were to say talk about somebody that's on the other side of the country. Like I'm in a different country, yeah, but if I was to talk about the royal family, it would take them 5 hours, maybe. Oh no, in a plane it would take them an hour, and they would be here. Probably they could use one of their jets and be here in half an hour and just pew 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 shoot right through the window and kill me. Like but I don't know who cut my stream. I honestly don't. It must have been YouTube. But I mean, I've said a lot worse, but never about the royal family. I mean, I can only think it must. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. People watch my. I was talking on the stream. I mentioned the royal family, and boom, it just cut. And I don't. I think it was because they knew I was coming, like because I'd prepared it. I don't know. Somebody else tell me. I have no idea. Um, I know exactly, Evelyn. So true. Yeah, it's that face is so disgusting. Um, there's enough proof of what he actually did. Yeah, I'm not. I'm telling you, you have no idea how big it is. It's like I'm not. I'm literally thought slayer. I am not adding to the situation. You're being annoying now. At first you were being kind of funny, but I'm being serious. This is what I'm telling you. This is why I had to stop in the deep dive months and after it because it gave me nightmares. It actually gave me nightmares. He is one of the sickest motherfuckers I have ever came across. Like, this cunt was legit sick. Okay, if you want me to say there's no proof he fucked his mother, there's no proof he fucked his mother. He just slept with her dead body for a week and dressed her every day. That's the only proof. But he did fuck dead bodies. He fucked a 4-year-old, which is proof right there, which I just showed you. Is that proof enough? I mean, that's sick enough for you. He fucked a dead-year-old corpse. He was seen rolling back. It was an open secret. He was seen wheeling the body of a 4-year-old child in a pram back from the mortuary. And it says the paedophile's sick behaviour has revealed. And then it says the former TV presenter who died in 2011 had unrestricted access to Stoke Mandela Hospital despite his reputation as a sex pest. Even though he never had a girlfriend and the liberal media put out that he was gay. Well, as the Swift, oh, did you really want to be on Jim will Fix It? Did you not know that face? Fuck, you're lucky you didn't, or you would have a sore arse, truth seeker. I'm telling you, because every single person that went on Jim will Fix It. I don't think every single person, but they're saying like over 500. So imagine all the fucking people that got sodomized going on Jim will Fix It, and that fucking creepy face. Like imagine coming across him and him beasting you. Oh, the nightmares. I know, exactly, yeah, I know. Thoughtslayer, I promise you what I'm saying, you can look up yourself, darling. You can honestly look up yourself. I probably do. See what I'm saying? It sounds like I'm saying Alex Jones shit, but the thing is, you can look it up yourself. Right now, my lap, I wish I could just pull it up and show you, but I'm telling you the websites you can go to, and it's all out there. It's all out there. The thing is, the bit that is fucked up though, like I said, is I obviously can't prove, but it's out there, those clips of him joking about fucking his dead mother, and the fact that everybody knew that he liked to fucking paedophiles and predators like that, like to rub in the face. He was so cocky that he would never get caught. He would joke about like how he would, like, remember in that documentary with Louis Theroux, he would make jokes about how he likes like young girls and things like that, or like, he would make these kind of pervy jokes, and you didn't really know, like, he was kind of teasing like people, like as if to say like you'll never catch me, because he knew he was untouchable. So why would he make jokes about fucking his dead mother, like on live TV? It was so fucking weird, honestly. Um, oh no, just when I done a deep dive, just the face, like just knowing what he'd done and hearing what they'd done to the victims, like the fact that every single one of them told me, well, not told me, like when I looked into it all, the fact that he stuck the tongue down the throat, the things that he'd done, the fact the bodies would just disappear, like, again, like I said, this is just part one. I'm going to bring proof for all of you, so Thought Slayer, please come back, and I'm gonna find that photo for you, because you need to see the photo of him and his mother, and I'm gonna find an article about his mother. This is why on the other bit I'd wrote it was just part one of the series I'm gonna do, but I promise you I will find the clip that he makes a joke about having sex with his dead mother on live TV. I promise you that. Okay, deal? Um, it's okay to be peed on the Talmud. No, I know, of course, yeah. They say it says in the Talmud that you can have sex with a goyim as long as they're under 9, or no, sorry, under, is it 9 or 6? I can't remember, because they said they can't feel or they can't remember, something like that. And of course, and like, it's just disgusting. It really is. Sorry, is it my Wi-Fi? It must proof stream coming up next. Is it okay? Louis knew, but Louis knew. He 100% knew. He never had a pup, not once. CBGB, not once. And the media tried to put out that it was because he was gay, but he never had a public relationship with a man. But if you watch all the interviews, if you watch everything, he would tease the public about being a pervert. There's pictures of him with teenage girls. Wait till I show you the pictures of him with teenage girls. 2 seconds. There's pictures of him with young girls. There's pictures of him groping girls. And again, they hid all this. They hid all this from the British public for years, until after he died. They waited until that cunt had an amazing burial, got a big plaque, everything, and then finally they all came out with it. Never had, not even a romantic, nope, because Louis Theroux asked him about a few months before he died, so you've never had a girlfriend? And he goes, no, 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 no. And then he said, well, are you gay? And he was like, no, no. And Louis was like acting all stupid, because of course he knew. And he was like, well, what, are you asexual? And he was just like, no, I'm just setting my ways. And like, because I can't do a Leeds accent, I'm sorry. He had a thick accent, so again, very strange for someone with a working class accent to be hanging around with rich elite. You need to understand that's like in America, like somebody that's working class, like blue collar, hanging around with the Clintons. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Or the Prime Minister, it would be, but this is the fucking royal family. Don't. Well, what? You don't say that. Oh, oh right. Oh, the stick. Yeah, don't do that. I crapped myself. No, that's my Hoover. It's okay. Like, don't. I literally crapped myself. See, when you said that, look behind you, I just thought it was Jimmy Savile's face, like coming, like with the cigar, like behind me, or like just a shotgun, like fucking shut up about the royal family, bitch. Like, I'm like, ah, like, oh, don't do that. Henry, but Benny Hill, uh, he was Benny Hill. I don't think Benny Hill was. No, like Benny Hill made funny videos about being pervy. Like, is he the one that ran around chasing all the females? He's before my time. I think he just was a joking guy. Like, I don't think he was ever like, accused of anything. Thought Google it. Thought Google it. Thought Swifter. Yeah. Swifter. Wait. Yeah, the media ran something called closet homosexual. Not natural. Not. Wait. I'm trying to see it catch up. Sorry. Thought Slayer. What are you saying about Swifter? I don't know who Swifter is. Sorry. I thought you were calling me Evelyn. I was like, Google it. Go what? Is that what you call a fake dick on a stick? It's a Hoover! It's a Hoover! How is that a dick on a stick? I can get why you'd think that, but that is disgusting. It's a Hoover. You have a filthy mind. A dick on a stick? This looks more like a dick. Like, that was making Owen Benjamin not Owen Benjamin, Owen Jones give it a blowjob on TV yesterday when I was demonstrating this fake hate crime because he's this gay man that apparently was attacked by right-wing extremists. He's basically the UK's version of fucking Jussie Smollett, apart from he's white, and he says, I was jumped by 4 white men and they all ran from me. It was such a hate crime. No, you weren't, and there's no proof, and your face is fine. You're a liar. Hoover vacuum. Yeah. Oh, a Swifter mop, right. Looks like a dildo on a stick. It does now that you said that. It actually does. How's about that then? That's what he used to say. Oh, that creeped me out. How's about that then? That was like his accent as well. Like, how's about that then? How about I just rape and kill you then? Oh. Jingle. Oh, don't. This is what really creeped me out. He actually would sing. Do you want to hear the song? The jingle jangle jewelry. It was like the song to his kids program, and like I had nightmares. See, when I was getting like flashbacks, like I was getting nightmares of jingle jangle jewelry, and then his face getting closer and closer, just this big pedo face, and like all these children, and like I was like like it was like everywhere. The Jingle Jangle Jewelry. I need to find that song. Right, I'm trying to find the video of him with his mother, like, because it's just so creepy. Like, yeah, like look at him and his mum. Like here, and again, look at with the Queen. Look, he met Diana as well. Look at this. I mean, again, working class people do not get to mingle with the royal family like that. That's that pedo. Look at the eyes. He's got black eyes as psychopaths do. The black eyes. Lizard Queen, fucking some Jew, and then Princess Diana. Beautiful, now dead. And then there's pedo again. He was working class, and then his wee single mother, who was working class, the Duchess he called her. There he is again, pedo motherfucker. There he is with his mum again. There he is with his mum. He absolutely adored his mum. But see what I mean? Like the way he would pose like half naked with his mum all the time. The way he sits with his legs and shit. I need to try and find the incriminating photograph. But like I said, this is just part 1 of my series. I'm going to show you proof. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That's him helping a child. Look at that child. Now look at his face. Does that look like the face of a helping man, or does that not look like the face of someone looking at like a piece of meat? Look at his face. Look at the way he's looking at that young girl like, I'm gonna fucking rape you. Your face might be fucked up, but your arse hasn't yet. He's disgusting. Yeah, I know. Yeah, 100%. Look at him with the royals. And then look at that picture. Look at that picture. Look where he's looking, right at her tits. But I mean, she's old enough, so that's fine. That's actually quite shocking that he's actually looking at a lady's tits, because he usually likes just children. That was him just before he died with Louis Theroux. He knew. He's a Zionist motherfucker shill that knew. That's him with Margaret Thatcher. Fucking, she knew. Again, I'll use the dildo so she can suck. See, look, that's like a dildo. So she's sucking his cock, my cock now. There, you can suck my cock. You can suck my cock. You can suck it. And that's a Jew. That's a Jew. That is a Jew. Wait. Jingle jangle jewelry. Oh, look at that motherfucker. Ew, just look at those eyes. Look at the crazy eyes. He looks like somebody, like, come on. Come on. Come on the fuck on. How could people not know? Well, they're saying it's an open secret. Well, then why didn't you tell the public? I know. What is he doing to help that child? Well, like I said, the wee lassie's face was all fucked up, but you saw him like this, like your face isn't fucked up, but soon your ass is gonna be. Like, he's gonna fuck her. That's what he's gonna do. I'm sorry for being crude, but he was a beast. He was a predator. He was disgusting. The picture is just incriminating. He's disgusting. He was, oh. Yep, there's a picture of him with Tony Blair. Yes, there is. Of course there is. It's all out there, Cuck. Thank you. Tony Blair, he was with all the elite, all the government, all of them. That's why everybody, none of the victims would speak out. They were terrified for their lives. And it's all came out. Now it's out everywhere. Now it's all out. And there's pictures of him out about the royal family. But of course, they still all deny any knowledge. They knighted him because of his charity work. They deny the pictures of hanging around with him. They deny having friendship with him. They deny everything. And it's like, there's photos. We can see. We have eyes. Like, what are you talking about? Yep, he really was. He was heavily Aleister Crowley, and I've no that shit is like Scientology shit. That's where the guy that founded Scientology. He met Aleister Crowley's friend. Also, AA, by the way, was founded, like Alcoholics Anonymous. That was founded on some Aleister Crowley shit. Seriously. You can check that out. I didn't know that. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, Aleister Crowley is fucked up. From the UK is fucked up. A Jew. I know, I was like, a Jew! It was actually my dog, who's a Nazi, not me. He's called the Jew Hunter, named after the guy from, Inglourious Bastards. So Bailey spotted the Jew. He sniffed him and went, the Jew. He knew. So thank you, Bailey. You come in and say that. Right, see, look, that's his George. This is a Jew that is called George Soros. Do you want George Soros? Go and get him. He doesn't like George Soros at all. Crazed pedo, 100%. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's bad enough to get fucking child raped, but imagine getting raped by that. Seriously, that would fucking make you just kill yourself and be like, or just be fucking smacked out your head your full life. I mean, most people that get abused usually are anyway because they get abused, but I mean, by that motherfucker? Seriously, please? A game, right? What would you rather do? Be like raped by 12 normal looking people, like gang raped, or raped by that? I would have to seriously think about that. I'm kidding. I'm being serious. I think at least with him you could close your eyes. No, but you would still know it was him. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to play this game. I just want to be shot. Because everyone always says, oh, but you'd have to have a gun to your head. Yeah, Tony Blair's disgusting. Tony Blair's part of the. Tony Blair is a pig fucker. He's just, Tony Blair is a war criminal. No, he's not a pig fucker. I was joking about that. That's a lie. I'm just having a joke. He's 100% a war criminal. I'm laughing about it, but he sent men off from the UK to die. And that is personal for me, obviously, as most people know. And soldiers for a fake war. He also killed Jill Dando. Look that up. Jill Dando knew. She knew the truth, and boom, everybody loved Jill Dando. Remember what happened to her? Do you not remember? Like, we were all kids at the time, but I just remember loving this woman, like, and she was like she was kind of middle class but really down to earth, and she'd done that police investigation thing. She got too close to the truth, found out about Tony Blair's lies, and then boom, assassinated, shot to the back of the head, crime never solved. Tony Blair is a fucking evil motherfucker. By the way, he's behind the EU as well. Hey skank cunt, how you doing? They also their souls. They really have. They have 100%. And it says it in the Bible. It says it. And I mean, people go on. See these pagans. They'll sit and they'll say, "Oh," and I don't mind pagans. I do not mind any other religion that does not infringe upon me. But I'm a Christian. The Bible is fucking jaywalk. The Bible has several verses. There's a verse in it where it says it is not about your blood. Anyone can come to Christ. There's another verse where it literally says in Revelations 2:7, I think, or 2:9, it says that there will be fake in a few, like it says that in years to come there are soon going to be fake Jews. They are not real Jews, but they will pray to the synagogue of Satan. That's the Talmudic Jews, and that is 100% true. That is why the Jews that follow the Torah are against Zionism. They march. That was the picture I'd put up earlier. There's a picture of all the Jews. They march in London. They march in New York. I mean, they're crazy. They've got the big cheese hat and everything, and they're Orthodox, but they at least they stick to their own, and they say no real rabbi would ever condone what the fuck is going on. They didn't swear, obviously. When I spoke to them, I was at the protest. One of the protests, because they're marching all the time. It's only the men that go out. They're very strict. They said that what's going on, it's an ethno-state, and what's going on in Israel is disgusting. It's an apartheid. They told me this, and they were basically saying how disgusting it was. They've got signs. You can actually Google image this. You can just put into Google images, Jews against Zionism, and it says it in the Bible, as I said. So many parts in Revelations. Very jaywalk. I was only a coming last dress guy in a grubby tracksuit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see that his last days on the TV. And I found it weird. Yeah, he was dressed in. He was like this old guy, and he would wear like. Remember, he'd wear like. I was young, and he would wear like really weird looking fucking like spandexes, like lime green and shorts, and apparently he would go into the BBC and get changed in front of young women and make them feel uncomfortable for no reason. He was just a fucking creep. Yeah, he didn't have a soul. She died. Who died? Oh, well, it's the worst game you would rather think. Yeah, it is the worst game. Yeah. They don't feel remorse. Hey, Round Pipe, how you doing? They are the real supremacists. Yep, 100%. 100%. 100%. They really are. I mean, they're the only ones in the world that have a fucking ethno-state. Can you imagine any of us being like, okay, you need a blood test or you can't get in here, and we're going to exterminate the rest of you, and that's just the way it is. Like, we'd be fucking... I mean, they're not even talking about the genocide of farmers, Christian farmers, and if you look at Blackpilled, he does a lot of great work on YouTube. Shout out to Blackpilled. He done some videos about Hollywood and about how the propaganda started and why they go after farmers, why they're going after the white farmers. 30% Jews make up 30% of South Africa. Did you know that? And Jews have been tweeting out there's no genocide of white Christian farmers happening. Lies. And it's been proven that it's Jews. It's like, but somebody tweeted, I'm a white person and I'm a farmer, blah, blah, blah. But somebody found one of their old tweets where they said they were a Jew, and they said, what are you talking about? You're a Jew. So, like, and again, I'm not white, but I'm Jewish, but when you're at school, you're taught, oh, it's a religion, anyone can be a Jew. That's a lie. Jews are told that they have different levels of souls more than Goyim. That's why they can rape us and they can treat us like cattle and herd us around. Watch Blackpilled. He does amazing stuff about the Hollywood propaganda. Yeah, total. Yep. Yeah, they do, and the Talmud is not. The Talmud is bullshit. Yeah, because they don't. Yeah, they can't. No, they can't. You're so right, Otcock and Jeff Knotts. Both these gravy stains on shell suits. I know. Yeah, he did. He literally would walk around with gravy stains, and he was just disgusting and minging. And he had like ashtrays, like with fags, and like he was dirty. Like he was a dirty old man. Do you know what I mean? And imagine that motherfucker raping you. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, come here. Like, I'm not being funny, but could you imagine? Like, as my little Jew hating dog said, yeah, what's that? He said he would rather be raped by 100 Jews than get raped by him. Not me, because I don't want to get raped. Oh, did you hear me? He just bopped in my face. He was like, fuck you, no. I'm right, okay, you won't get raped. I'm not going to let my dog get raped, that's a shame. I'm joking, but it's just, he went to tell me and he's like, and bopped in my face. So, yeah, fake potato famine as well. Yes. Fake potato famine. It did happen, but it was the Jews that done it, I was told. Somebody said about the fake Jews involved in the potato famine. It's not that it's fake, it's just that apparently Jews were involved in it. Somebody told me that, I swear. Who was it that told me that? Somebody told me that the other day. I think it was in a Discord somewhere. Talmud is the Jewish law. No hide law. Yes, the no hide law is fucked up. It is really. You have to then admit it's crazy. I can't believe they struck my first stream down. I'm going to the store. See you later. Yeah, well, I'm going to shut this one down soon anyway, but because I've been on for a while, so but I'll see you later. Evelyn. They treat atheist Jews. Religion is primarily based on DNA. Yep. I feel England's gone. I know. I feel I'm the same, White Dove. It's really sad, because it's like our whole country. The thing is, do you know what it is, right? You know how all these people are like, wake up, wake up, wake up, and to the people in our country, people in our country are very woke. They're awake, but they're just too lazy to do anything because they're still comfortable. And do you know, if you need to look up Yuri Bezmenov and how to subvert a nation. And he says that these people will not do anything until they literally have the boot of fascism or real communism smack them in the back of the head, or as he was saying, the gun right in the back of their head. So people aren't going to do fuck all. People aren't. There might be riots, there might be shit. I mean, but what the fuck are people going to do? Well, I mean, I feel so blackpilled sometimes, and then I think, do you know what? I mean, I'm a Christian. Like, that is why I literally was like, I had to like become stronger in my faith, because if I didn't, I would be like, fuck this, I want out. Like, just, it is really depressing. Saying fake because I heard it wasn't an actual film. Emily was behind it, and Jews was behind them. No, it wasn't. The potato famine wasn't a famine. It was the English stopped the. What we were told, what the Irish was told. My mother's Irish. What we were told. My mother had to flee during the Troubles. They call it the Troubles. Yeah, the Troubles. While people were literally bombing and killing each other, children. My mum couldn't go to school in her Catholic school uniform without getting fucking bombs and everything shit thrown at her, so they had to all move over to Scotland. So I'm half Irish and half American. I was born in Germany and I live in Scotland. If I was a dog, I'd be a mixed breed, but I'm European American, still European American. White. Anyway, but as I was saying, what was I just saying, that the religion DNA 100%. Defeatist, yes, the Jews behind. Yeah, the potato famine. My mother was told, in the story, as the story goes, the English stopped the boats. They just stopped the boats, but we were told that so the Irish hated the English, and the Scottish hate dangles, but then it's always the Jays behind it. The Jays are behind everything. The Jays are behind it all. They were even behind, I was told, fucking, you know, who's the guy that done the, you know, in South Africa, the terrorist bombs? Mandela, Nelson Mandela. The Jews were behind that. I kid you not, look that up. The Jays were fucking behind that. What a cute little doggy. Yeah, he's cute, but he does not like Jews. He sniffs them out and he goes, argh. All his toys are named after a Jew. Like, one's called George Soros, and the other one is called Woody Allen, and he does not like them at all, and he attacks them. He goes, argh. He look his way to get. Look, oh, because I said George Soros. Look what he's done to George Soros. Get George Soros. He's attacking him. He's like, he does, and he sniffs this. See, if he starts barking, you know that means a Jew's here. No, they're here. So he's like a great like Jew detector for me. But like, sometimes I'm walking around and he just starts barking, and I look at someone and I'm like, could it be? And then I look at him and then he tells me it's one of them, and then I go, maybe they just have a little blood. And he goes, just keep walking, you're fine. I'm like, okay. I'm kidding, I'm joking. Can't make those kind of jokes, fuck's sake. It just needs some American liberal fucking celebrity to find it, and then I'll be the next Count Dankula going to prison for making my dog doing a sea Kyle. Fuck's sake. Obviously this is under comedy. Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah, Rainpipe, that's so true. But again, go to Blackpilled. He doesn't need subscribers. He's got thousands and thousands. But like I said, he's got some amazing videos. It's Blackpilled, and he shows you how over the years Hollywood has been doing this. Because he wanted to find out since when Hollywood have been planting the white hate. And the first he showed it. He done a really good film on that Lacy Jane, or what's it called? Something Jane. Something about, it's like where a Jew goes to, he's like this union worker, and he goes and he helps all these like racist white Christians, and he's a liberal, and like he gets her all woke and all this shit, and she brings black people back to their house and all this stuff, and it's so fucked up. And that was in the 70s. Do you know what I mean? And it says how boomers got so fucked up, and it's because they were brainwashed, because they didn't have the internet. They only had a few like 3 channels or something, so it was the cinema. So Hollywood really, really had all of the fucking propaganda, you know. Oh, did you get a new doggy? Oh, that's so cute. Yep, they did. Yeah, that's true, Bella Ricci. 100%, Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, it's all comedy. That's why I always put my things as comedy, because I'm a comedian. So even when I'm being serious, I'm joking, you know. 1, 2, 3. But anyway, thank you guys. I'm doing the Jew hand rub. The Jew. No wait, how did I can't do it. Wait, thank you guys for all showing up, and that was my part 1. I'm sorry the first part got fucking scrubbed. It was really gay, and I'm really glad I got such a big crowd for part 1, and I hope you guys show up for part 2 tomorrow, and I'll be more prepared, and I'll charge more stuff up. Oh, you sent me a student loan. Thank you, Missing Link. That was really nice of you. Thank you, Missing Link. Yay. With current contract, I know they could easily. That's so true. Grabbler hands. See, yeah, grabbler hands. I was doing grabbler hands. But yeah, so thank you all for showing up. It was very nice of you, and thank you, Missing Link, for the donation. And I hope that you all come for part 2 tomorrow, where for Thought Slayer I will try and get some documented proof of the interview. And I mean, everybody knows it's all out there. I know to Americans I do sound like an Alex Jones, but all the British people, thank you for backing me up, because you all know it is fucking true how crazy it is. But I'm going to get more proof. I mean, this is why I said it's a series, because it really goes so deep and it's so crazy. But thanks for showing up, everybody, and because I'm like just tired from talking for over an hour. But and I'll same time tomorrow if you guys will be around. I'll be for, so it'll be like the same time, which would, I think, 2 p.m. Eastern